Are we live? Yeah. Hey.
Hey, y'all. Hey, good to see y'all. Welcome everybody to
Story time. Story time. Story time.
If you don't know by now, which I think you should, but I'm Bonnie G in the place to be. Hey. And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, I just want to be present. Okay, call my name and I just want to say here, present, right here. Okay, and for those that are new to the channel, so my dad used to call her Dr. Norwood. Well, I shouldn't say used to, because he still call you Dr. Norwood. But the Storytime family and everybody else, we call her Auntie Shelly on the beat. That's right. We no longer do it for ourselves. We do it for the community. Shalom, Big Morg. Okay.
Hey.
Good to see y'all. Listen, it is the third day of the week, so we're gonna hit you with Jude 1 and 24. Then now unto him that is able to keep you from falling, okay? Because nobody else in this system, in this world, can keep you from falling but the Most High Yah.
Yep.
All right, so let's get into it. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise Elohim, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and ever. Amen. Hallelujah. I love it.
Yes.
By the time you got there.
I got here.
But yeah, I added blessing to the hearers and reader of his word. Listen.
Okay.
Listen, so we have been in the book of Jubilees. Ooh, Jubilees been cracking, okay? It's been going down in Jubilees. I feel like it's gonna even go furthermore, like it's about to go down. But if you're looking for Jubilees in your regular 66 Bible, listen, Mom, Pop, you're not gonna find it, okay? Auntie, Uncle, you're not gonna find it. But to get the Jubilees, you have to go to St0ryTim3, not .com, because you ain't gonna find it there either. But when you do go, before you check out, please make sure you use your Storytime discount. Remember, the O in the word story is actually a 0. And then the E in the word time is actually a 3, as a reminder to go back to the covenant, because you now understand the assignment, okay? Oh, I love this shirt. Come on. All right, I'm ready to bring on the hoodies. I don't care about fall. I will wear a hoodie any time of the year.
She will.
I don't
80
care.
degrees.
I'm in a hoodie, okay? That's the band for you. All right, so, man, what is the whole recap?
Right?
It was a lot.
Right? We know they had the baby.
Yes,
they had the baby Isaac.
Yeah, little baby Isaac. Shalom,
Sarah
family.
got jealous.
Yes, she did.
Because they were celebrating the baby's weaning. Yahweh said, send her away. Listen to Sarah. Don't worry, I'll take care of him. Let me make sure I don't go too far.
No, you're rewinding. You got to move forward when he was about to sacrifice Isaac.
Oh, we did that already.
Did we?
Wait, we did that yesterday.
Did we do
that yesterday?
No, that was the story yesterday. Did we recap it? Now I'm confused.
Okay, wait. Oh, okay, wait.
Oh,
Rachel bore
Rebecca.
to Isaac, Jacob and Esau
are
born.
We on them. Okay.
So, but I think the sacrifice was yesterday too.
I thought we was talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in 18.
Okay.
Yeah, but I missed that.
Okay, sorry.
I should have recapped that. So yes, he took Abraham took Isaac to sacrifice him, and Matsima was there, all jealous and stuff. We're just waiting for the baby to die. Cut off that line to the Messiah.
Do it.
But then Yahuwah stopped Abraham, right? Knife coming down. Somebody throat about to be slit. And then he provided a ram.
Yes, he did.
In the bush. Caught in the thicket.
Won't he do it? To answer that, yes, he will.
So, and then we learned that Sarah died. Grandma died.
Yeah, Grandma Sarah died. And she had a beautiful service.
Yes, Grandma Sarah
wasn't
died.
There, but I'm assuming.
So Grandma Sarah and Hagar are both.
Oh, Hagar died too before her.
Yep.
And we still feel sad for her too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because
she was in our house.
She was in our house.
Ishmael is still our brother.
Absolutely. But she
Yes.
sure didn't say, wait a minute, let's pray about this.
Yeah, no. Um, oh yeah, we were right at that part where Abraham was telling, he was
Oh,
saying
to
Isaac
Rebecca.
to Rebecca, make sure Jacob is the one.
Yes.
Let her know Jacob is the one that's going to be the line to the Messiah, not
Yes.
Esau.
And not Esau.
Because if you leave it up to my son, he gonna try to make it Esau, and we're gonna have problems. Because
That's why they had
Yahweh's
to
not
kill
gonna change his mind.
No.
We saw that with Ishmael. Oh, that was weird.
That was weird. It had me
It took
looking
a
like this.
picture. I think it took a picture.
It probably did.
Anyway, Keisha, I know we saw ourselves frozen on the
Yeah.
screen, and then it just went back as if somebody would.
Yeah. I don't know how these computers do.
Yeah. It's a little weird.
Yeah, real weird.
Yes, and so I think that's where we are.
Yes, we
with
are
him
on.
with Abraham talking to Rebecca.
Yes, and we're on 19 and 18. I believe someone said 4. I know.
Yeah, because that's just where I am. Yep.
Oh, I'm so smart. Just a little bit. All right, so let's dive in. All right, listen. I feel like something is about to go down. Okay, some of y'all probably know the story, but the good thing in Jubilees, it gives you a little more to it. Yep. A little more meat. You know, sometimes we don't mind a little more meat. All right, so as I get my story time voice. No, I got to go back. Okay, let me see. Oh, I'm going back. So I'm going to go back to where verse 17, okay? And he said unto her, and this is Abraham talking
to
Rebecca.
And
this is Abraham talking to Rebecca. All right. Verse 17 in chapter 19 in Jubilees. All right. And he said unto her, my daughter, watch over my son Jacob, for he shall be in my stead on the earth, and for a blessing in the midst of the children of men, and for the glory of the whole seed of Shem. For I know that Yahuwah will choose him to be a people for possession unto himself, above all peoples that are upon the face of the earth. And behold, Isaac my son loves Esau more than Jacob, but I see that you truly love Jacob. And add still further to your kindness to him. So he was like, still don't treat Esau wrong, just still, you know.
Yeah, because he is the favorite one, so I need you to keep making sure.
So nothing gets off weird, or you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, I need you to keep making sure he's ready for this, because back then the mother was the one that taught the child.
Okay.
She's the one when the child's at home, she's the one weaning him. She's the one teaching him. Because the father is, take care of the flocks, doing whatever the father do. But the mother is the main person raising up the child when they're that young. Of course, the father's there too, but you know what I mean.
Right. All right. Add still further to your kindness to him, and let your eyes be upon him in love, for he shall be a blessing unto us on the earth from henceforth unto all generations on the earth. Let your hands be strong, and let your heart rejoice in your son, Jacob. For I have loved him far beyond all my sons. He shall be blessed forever, and his seed shall fill the whole earth. Again, we're not the minority.
Right.
If a man can number the sand of the earth, his seed also shall be numbered. And all the blessings wherewith Yahuwah has blessed me. And my seed shall belong to Jacob and his seed always. And in his seed shall my name be blessed, and the name of my fathers, Shem, Noah, Enoch. I
think it's Mahalalel.
That's it. Enosh, and Sheth, and Adam.
Oh, now notice he traced us back to Adam.
He did.
He went through it. It wasn't a lot of them then, so he was able to go back.
Yeah, he
did. But yeah, he went through them all.
He sure did.
All of them.
Mahalalel. Yeah, that's it. And these shall serve to lay the foundations of the heaven, and to strengthen the earth, and to renew all the luminaries which are in the expanse. And he called Jacob before the eyes of Rebekah his mother, and kissed him, and blessed him, and said, Jacob. my Yakid, whom my soul loves. May Elohim bless you from above the expanse, and may he give you all the blessings wherewith he blessed Adam and Enoch and Noah and Shem, and all the things of which he told me, and all the things which he promised to give me. May he cause to cleave to you and to your seed forever, according to the days of the heaven above the earth. And the Ruach of Mastema shall not rule over you or over your seed to turn you from Yahuwah, who is your Elohim from henceforth forever.
You know, that's weird because he says Mastema shall not rule over you. He's not going to turn the seed against me, which means if we go against Yahuwah, and I'm talking about the children of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, it's because we wanted to. He don't rule us. He don't rule us. He can't make us do anything.
That's very true.
If you left Yahuwah, it's because you wanted to leave.
Absolutely.
He ain't the ruler.
You have dominion over him.
Yes.
You have dominion.
That's crazy.
That is so true. And that makes you be aware of some of the things, like, because all he can do is truly, just like he did. He's a great presenter.
Presenter?
I take it. Yeah, that's it. Because he came to the Most High that way, Yahuwah, and said, hey, I want to present to you this idea of having, Abraham sacrificing his son.
Yeah.
He presented an idea, and just because he was like, boy, I know my son.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do it, but this just teach you a lesson.
Yeah. Show you.
To show you. I'm not doing this because I think he ain't faithful. I know he's faithful. I know him to be. Yeah. But he still presented him with that idea. And because, of course, Yah knows who he is. Yeah. But because we were in ignorance, we got the idea and was like, oh, okay, we don't need to pray about it. We can just do whatever we want to do it. Instead of like, hold on, where's this thought coming from? Yeah. We don't do that enough. Yeah. And so therefore, stop. Yeah, and therefore he rules over us because we don't stop to think.
Because we listening to him. We're listening to the wrong angel. Because remember, we're assigned to angels. Yes. We're listening to the wrong one.
That cartoon with the bad one and the good one, guess what? That's a whole real life thing. Okay?
A whole real life thing.
Book of Hermes. Read it. It's in there. They didn't just make that up. They got it from somewhere. They got it from your history book. All right. Verse 29. And may Yahuwah Elohim be a father to you and you, the firstborn son, and to the people always. Go in peace, my son. And they both went forth together from Abraham. And Rebekah loved Jacob with all her heart and with all her soul, very much more than Esau. But Isaac loved Esau much more than Jacob. Chapter 20. And in the 42nd Jubilee, in the first year of the 7th week, Abraham called Ishmael and his 12 sons, and Isaac and his 2 sons, and the 6 sons of Keturah and their sons. And he commanded them that they should observe the way, capital W, of Yahuwah, that they should work righteousness and love each his neighbor, and act on this manner amongst all men, that they should each so walk with regard to them as to do judgment and righteousness on the earth, that they should circumcise their sons according to the covenant which he had made with them, and not deviate to the right hand or to the left of all the path which Yahuwah had commanded us, and that we should guard ourselves from all fornication and uncleanness, and renounce from amongst all fornication and uncleanness. And if any woman or maid commit fornication against you, burn her with fire, and let them not commit fornication with her after their eyes and their heart. And let them not take to themselves women from the daughters of Canaan, for the seed of Canaan will be rooted out of the land. Ooh-wee.
Whoa, okay. So we see from reading this, because remember, Ishmael supposed to be gone, but he back. If you read Jasher, you'll understand how all that happened. Isaac is right here. So Ishmael, Abraham is talking to all his children because the covenant is with Abraham.
Yes.
But well, there's a covenant he made with Abraham to bless his seed forever. But then there's, the one to the line of Messiah. So right now we're not talking about that covenant. He's still teaching them the right things to do, though, according to Yahuwah. Just because you're not the promised seed, don't mean you get to act up.
That's right.
You still have to follow Yahuwah.
Yes.
And anybody that comes from me still has to be circumcised.
Absolutely.
You're not the promised seed, but you still got to be circumcised.
Absolutely.
You still have to walk in the ways of Yahuwah. You still have to keep the commandments. So he told them. He told them. And that's why we get all these similarities.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then they went a whole nother way. Their
That's very true.
Probably their kids went, well, I know Daddy said this, but let's just make a little slight turn.
But that's crazy because even though, like you said, even though you didn't come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but you still are in that 12 tribe.
Yeah.
You
just came from Abraham. You're not in the 12, but you still came from Abraham.
But you still have to do that same responsibility. You still have to carry it out. You still have to guard the commandments. And guard the covenant. That's so important because some people be like,
what you're supposed to do.
It's like, oh, it's all right. Well, that's you. You do that. We don't do it like that. We all where your fringes at.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because I was just for a time, y'all.
Yeah.
But anywho, verse 5, and he told them of the judgment of the Nephilim and the judgment of Sodom, how they had been judged on account of their wickedness and had died on the account of their fornication and uncleanness and mutual corruption through fornication. And guard yourselves from all fornication and uncleanness, and from all pollution of sin, lest ye make our name a curse, and your whole life a hissing, and all your sons to be destroyed by the sword, and ye become a curse like Sodom, and all your remnant as the sons of Amorah. I implore you, my sons, love Elohim of his heaven, and cleave ye to all his commandments, and walk not after their idols, and after their uncleanness, and make not for yourselves molten or graven Elohims, little e. For they are vanity, and there is no ruach in them, for they are works of men's hand, and all who trust in them trust in nothing. Serve them not, nor worship them, but serve ye all Yah, and worship continually, and hope for his countenance always, and work uprightness and righteousness before him, that he may have pleasure in you and grant you his mercy, and send rain upon you morning and evening, and bless all your works which ye have wrought upon the earth, and bless your bread and your water, and bless the fruit of your womb, and the fruit of your land, and the herd of your cattle, and the flocks of your sheep, and ye will be for a blessing on the earth, and all nations of the earth will desire you, and bless your sons in my name, that they may be blessed as I am.
That's a trip.
Wow.
Like he's telling them, just do this. You can be a blessing. Oh, you ain't the promised one. Like you ain't the promised seed to the Messiah, but you're still mine.
Absolutely.
Act like it. Be a blessing to this earth.
You know what? That's crazy. Because wait, he said, gather together.
So he had.
Sorry, guys. And called Ishmael, and his
he caught right now.
Yeah, so it's Ishmael's people.
He's talking to Ishmael and the sons he had with Keturah.
Okay.
Remember, he got married again.
More. Yeah.
Okay. And he said, "Y'all still mine. You're still my seed. No fornication, no pollution of sins, no none of that.
Yes.
Okay. Guard them commands.
Yes.
I'm telling you what they are right now. Though, don't act like Sodom and Gomorrah." He told them about Sodom and Gomorrah. He taught about the judgment of Nephilim, which is the flood. He said, don't let this happen to you. Be a blessing. stay with Elyon. Stay. Y'all still my sons.
Yep. That's the very thing that we have to do and continue to tell our children and stuff like that. Okay, verse 11. And he gave Ishmael and to his sons, and he gave to Ishmael and to his sons, and to the sons of Keturah gifts, and sent them away from Isaac, his son. And he gave everything to Isaac, his son. And Ishmael and his sons, and the sons of Keturah and their sons, went together and dwelt for Paran, to the entering in of Babel, in all the land which is towards the east, facing the desert. And these mingled with each other, and their name was called Avarim, and Ishmaelites, or Ishmaelites,
in
the
it's definitely not Amorites. I want to say it's
Avaramians.
Arabians, like the Arab nations.
I think so. Let me go into this book really quick.
Sense. Yeah.
And we are in 20. I just want to make sure. Yep, the Arabs.
Yeah. So the Arabs and the Ishmaelites mingled together, which they should.
Yeah, because they're all family.
They're all family, and it's still like the accepted seed. You still can't marry Canaan.
Yeah, absolutely not.
So look, they wasn't supposed to marry them women either.
Nope.
He said, "Don't bring them in to this family. Keep them out this family."
And they did.
They did.
They did. Verse 21. And in the 6th year of the 7th week of this Jubilee, Abraham called Isaac his son and commanded him, saying, I am become old, and know not the day of my death, and am full of my days. And behold, I am 175 years old. Ooh. And throughout all the days of my life, I have remembered Yahuwah, and sought with all my heart to do his will, and to walk uprightly in all his ways. My soul has hated idols, given my heart and ruach, that I might observe to do the will of him who created me. For he is the living Elohim, and he is holy and faithful, and he is righteous beyond all. And there is with him no accepting of men's persons, and no accepting of gifts. For Elohim is righteous, and execute judgment on all those who transgress his commandments and despise his covenant. And do you, my son, observe his commandments and his ordinances and his judgments, and walk not after the abomination and after the graven images and after the molten images, and eat no blood at all of animals or cattle, or of any bird which flies in the heaven. And if you do slay a victim as an acceptable peace offering, slay ye it, and pour out its blood upon the altar. And all the fat of the offering offer on the altar with fine flour, and the oblation mingled with oil, with its drink offering, offer them all together on the altar of the ascending smoke offering. It is a sweet Savior before Yahuwah. And you will offer the fat of the sacrifice of thanks offerings on the fire which is upon the altar, and the fat which is on the belly, and all the fat on the inwards and the 2 kidneys, and all the fat that is upon them, and upon the loins, and the liver you shall remove, together with the kidneys. And offer all these for a sweet Savior acceptable before Yahuwah, with its oblation and with its drink offering for a sweet Savior, and the bread of the offering unto Yahuwah. And eat its meat on the day and on the 2nd day, and let not the sun on the 2nd day go down upon it till it is eaten, and let nothing be left over for the 3rd day. For it is not acceptable, for it is not approved, and let it no longer be eaten. And all who eat thereof will bring sin upon themselves. For thus I have found it written in the St0ryTim of my forefathers, and in the words of Enoch, and in the words of Noah, and on all your oblations you shall strew salt, and let not the salt of the covenant be lacking in all your oblation before Yahuwah.
Season it.
Don't let it be lacking.
Season it. Okay. I know some of this might have crept by y'all, but we ain't supposed to be eating no liver. That's supposed to be
That's
burnt.
fine.
You know, it's fine with me
Fine
too, but
with
some
me.
people like it.
Fine with me.
We supposed to only be eating the meat part,
Not the organs.
not the organs. That's supposed to have been burnt separate. That's supposed to be burnt up.
But you know what? They did that because if you notice it, they made us do that because it keeps saying, and those that eat of that puts a curse on themselves.
They knew how to make us curse ourselves.
Same thing.
And they be eating hearts and I'm sorry, y'all. We be going after them giblets and them.
No, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. I got to be a real Hebrew. I'm not
sorry
for that mess.
to mess you up, but we're only supposed to be eating the meat.
I'm not doing liver and onions, kidney. I swear. I mean, I gotta stop saying that. But I can remember as a child that I was given kidneys. I'll never forget them things.
Really?
Yes, and it looked like little straws. I'll never forget it. But I was one of them kids that just didn't listen. And I always used to have my brother sit next to me. So if you watching this, my bad. I didn't know no better. I just think about me. Okay, it wasn't about the community.
You used to give it to him?
Oh no, he didn't know. So he sat close, and we used to have these wide brown chairs, and I used to put it carefully on his lap. And I say, Bright Eyes, you spilling food. Mama gonna get mad at you. He'll pick it up like, oh man, and he'll eat it. And I'll just keep doing it.
Was he younger?
He was younger.
He was wrong.
But you know what? After a while, he figured it out. He was like, I'm not sitting next to you. I was not doing it, okay? Liver and onions are good. But
sorry.
Hey, I don't understand that good part.
So is shrimp, but can't have it.
I understand that.
I know, but I'm just saying shrimp is good too, but we can't have that either.
Ew, how about cow stomach? Sir.
No, you like that?
I'm not supposed to yuck nobody's yum.
I know, but
what is that? What would that taste like? Oh, wow. Dad said, oh, Mom said, that's my favorite food. Oh, I sinned, forgive me. No liver and onions.
Oh.
Oh, no. Wow. What in the world does that even look like? Cow stomach.
You got
is
to
it
look
flat?
at.
Does it look like tripe?
Probably maybe it's intestines. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, they eat chillins. Might as well eat from a cow. But no, don't. Just
listen, that's a whole lot of sugar, honey. I see in that.
Yeah. Yeah. It just take you to look at some of these cooking shows to eat some of that. Look at some of that stuff and you be like, really?
If you ate menudo, you ate cow stomach. No, sir.
Yeah, no. That's tripe, right?
Okay.
So I think that is intestines. Yeah, right?
I've been tricked.
In the cow.
Oh, I think I've had menudo and it was good. Oh, wow. Oh, I feel played, okay? 10 years late, but I still feel played. And oh gosh, and menudo was very good. Oh wow, I feel played. Thank you for that. Liver has iron. Listen, if you need iron, you can plug one up, okay?
Liver got iron.
You don't need it. You can plug it up.
Ain't nothing wrong with you. You ain't had. When the last time you even had liver? Your body still got iron. That's the only place you can get iron.
Honestly, it tastes like metal. That's why it just tastes like.
I never liked liver.
Just licking metal and chewing metal. I just rather not.
Yeah, but they had to burn all that.
I still feel like I can't believe that.
Yeah, people eating the brains and the balls and the. I think they call it what they call the
prairie balls.
Something like that. Yeah.
Eat beets. Ain't nobody eating that. Oh, if you lower it in iron, I can't stand beets either.
Yeah,
it tastes like the
beets
ground.
Is something. Yeah, I remember I just couldn't stand beets, so I haven't had beets in years. Sometimes your taste change, so I'm kind of willing to try it over, but
I'm not.
Yeah, I never really liked.
I did. I had this fancy, like $50 salad, and it had golden beets on there. I was like, okay, let's do this. Girl, I said, what in the...
Was it because they wasn't seasoned or they was just nasty?
It tastes like somebody's yard. Like, I can see the man grooming the yard and stuff. Like, I can see the person cleaning the yard and grooming it, like, and just picked it up. I was like, ma'am, what is
Was
this?
you at a white restaurant?
It was I ain't got no coins for somebody to come sue me. Okay, I ain't got no coins. Eat cheeseburgers. Okay.
That was James, wasn't it?
You know it was. Mountain oysters. Now, why are you
Yeah,
playing?
mountain oysters. That's what I was trying to think of. That's bull's testicles. They call them mountain oysters.
What?
Well, I don't know what to get oysters from because they give fancy names to trick you. You be like, oh, mountain oysters, what's that? But if they tell you it's bull's balls, you less likely to eat it.
Y'all out here eating ball? Oh, wow.
They eat all that.
When I thought oysters, I'm thinking under the sea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what they want you to think. For us, anyway.
It ain't in no clams. It ain't in no shell. Like, y'all just throwing them back.
No, they just cut it up and eat it.
Okay.
All of that.
That
they
is disgusting.
That's the Nephilim. They just eat anything. Got us eat. They be like, ooh, yummy. Put it in the pressure cooker. I be like, I don't eat. I mean, they even call it offal. Like they named it offal, OFFAL. That kind of things that's on the inside, and still you eat it. The name of it should tell you.
Oh, yeah, he does. Dwayne went in and said the Jewish man on that show, Bizarre Foods, be eating all that stuff. You right. He sure do.
And so, them ain't with no qualms. Them ain't God's people.
I don't know who people they are, but
they eat all that stuff.
One thing I ain't doing is putting balls. Never mind. All right, verse, where we at? Chapter
12. I mean, we on 21 what chapter? And 12.
Okay, 21 and oh wow. Y'all didn't name some foods, okay? Wow, okay. And as regards that I'm very visual. Okay?
You traumatized.
Yeah. That's first off I didn't learn that I ate cow stomach. And I don't even know who to call about that.
Who you gonna call?
I don't know. It happened so many years ago, but it was so good.
It's out of you.
It was so good. Verse 12, okay. And as regards the wood of the sacrifices, beware lest you bring other wood for the altar in addition to these: cypress, bay. Okay, bay area. We in there.
It's
bay.
A tree.
Well, we were almost there. Cypress, bay, almond, fir, pine, cedar, savin, fig, olive, myrrh, laurel, apelathis.
Oh, so that's the only wood they could use to lay on the altar of sacrifice.
Wow.
When they sacrifice something, it had to be one of these kind of wood.
That's good to know. So when we barbecue and use one of these woods. All right. And all these kinds of woods lay upon the altar under the sacrifice, such as have been tested as to their appearance, and do not lay thereon any split or dark wood, but hard and clean, without fault. Oh, it's going to be hard to do that now. Mm-hmm. A sound and new growth, and do not lay thereon old wood, for its fragrance is gone, for there is no longer fragrance in it as before.
So even they wood had to be correct.
It's
Don't
come
bringing me no old wood.
No dark wood, nothing that have blemishes.
I need it when you put the axe in it, you need to go. I need to hear a sound.
Yep.
If I don't hear no sound, it's too soft, it's rotten, don't lay it on my side.
Don't lay it and expect me to say it's good.
He want the fragrance still to be in the wood. Wow.
He a melanated person. Okay?
Don't bring him no mess. That's what he said. Don't bring me no mess. Don't bring me no leftovers.
He said, I don't
I'm no lazy.
And you know how you walk in somebody's house and you like, oh, you was cooking?
Yeah.
I didn't smell nothing.
I didn't smell no spice. No what? What you cooking? Cereal?
Yeah. What?
Just marinating in the milk.
Okay. No, I don't want dinner. I'm all right. I don't smell no seasoning. Don't offer me no bowl. Okay, don't offer me no plate. I need to smell something. All right. 14. Besides these kinds of wood, there is no other that you shall place on the altar. For the fragrance is dispersed, and the smell of its fragrance goes not up to heaven. Observe this commandment and do it, my son, that you may be upright in all your deeds. So he's talking about the old wood that don't go up to
That don't
heaven.
go nowhere. So
Yeah, don't even waste your time. And at all times be clean in your body, and wash yourself with water before you approach to offer on the altar, and wash your hands and your feet before you draw near to the altar. And when you are done sacrificing, wash again your hands and your feet. And let no blood appear upon you, nor upon your clothes. Be on your guard, my son, against blood. Be on your guard exceedingly. Cover it with dust. And do not eat any blood, for it is the soul. Eat no blood whatsoever. And take no gifts for the blood of man, lest it be shed with impunity, without judgment. For it is the blood that is shed that caused the earth to sin. And the earth cannot be cleansed from the blood of man, save by the blood of him who shed it. Ooh-wee. And take no present or gift for the blood of man, blood for blood, that you may be accepted before Yahuwah al-Alyan. For he is the defense of the good, and that you may be preserved from all evil, and that he may save you from every kind of death. I see, my son, that all the works of the children of men are sin and wickedness, and all their deeds are uncleanness, and an abomination, and a pollution, and there is no righteousness with them. Beware, lest you should walk in their ways, and tread in their paths, and sin a sin unto death before Al-Alyan. Else he will hide his face from you, and give you back into the hands of your transgression, and root you out of the land, and your seed likewise from under the heaven, and your name and your seed shall perish from the whole earth. Turn away from all their deeds and all their uncleanness, and observe the ordinances of Al-Alyan, and do his will, and be upright in all things, and he will bless you in all your deeds, and will raise up from you a plant of righteousness through all the earth, throughout all generation of the earth. And my name and your name shall be not forgotten under heaven forever. Go, my son, in peace. May Al-Alyan, my Elohim, and your Elohim strengthen you to do his will. And may he bless all your seed and the remnant of your seed for the generation forever, with all righteous blessings, that you may be a blessing on all the earth. And he went out from him rejoicing.
Wow, he's serious about that blood.
He don't play.
Like, don't commit no murder. Don't pay nobody to commit no murder. Don't
even get caught up
Yeah.
in that stuff. Don't even hang around it, because you're gonna
Yeah.
get caught up in it.
Yeah.
You can easily walk in it. And how is that? Like, that's so true. Like, you hang around the wrong crowd, even if
Yep.
you're like, well, that's just my friend.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not like that. That's something that they do, but you keep hanging around.
Yep.
You pick
Eventually.
up, you may not do the act, but eventually you're gonna start talking the way they talk. You're gonna start moving the way. It's just little things.
Mhm.
You start picking up. And then you
even
do it.
eventually, say you know somebody that would really kill for you.
Yeah.
You may not ask them directly, but whatever you complain to them about, and you know they're going to act on it, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Because what you really did was just order somebody's death.
Yes, that's right. Even those that be like, girl, I will whoop them. Like, what? They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't say things around the people that's quick to fight for you.
Yes, because they will do it. And sometimes they do it and you don't even know
you
they
don't
did
even
it.
know it. So it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, but you done ordered somebody's whole death.
Mm-hmm. Or this whooping. Okay, they
Yeah, or
necessarily
something.
did. They probably needed it.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't have came from you.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Verse 22. Yeah, Auntie Linda, I'm with you. Wow. Okay. And it came to pass in the first week, in the 44th Jubilee, in the second year, that is, the year in which Abraham died, that that Isaac and Ishmael came from the well of the oak to celebrate the feast of Shavuot, that is, the feast of the first fruits of the harvest to Abraham, their father. And Abraham rejoiced because his two sons had come. For wait a minute.
So I think
So is
they're
he
doing a look back. So
okay?
they did that
Oh, this is
overall
Pentecost.
thing. Yeah.
Weeks of
No,
Pentecost.
this is Shavuot.
Okay.
Wait.
See, it says Pentecost.
Yeah, that's the Feast of Weeks.
Oh, Feast of Weeks. Okay.
But oh yeah, Shavuot. I'm thinking Sukkot. Shavuot
Okay.
is Pentecost. That's the Feast
Okay.
of Weeks. Yeah.
But I was like, wait a minute, is he looking upon,
Yeah. No,
All right,
you're
verse 2. For Isaac had many possessions in Be'er Sheva, and Isaac and I'm sorry, and Isaac was wont. Okay, that's right. And Isaac was wont to go and see his possession and to return to his father. And in those days, Ishmael came to see his father, and they both came together. And Isaac offered a sacrifice for an ascended smoke offering and presented it on the altar of his father, which he had made in Haran. And he offered a thanks offering and made a feast of joy before Ishmael his brother. And Rebekah made new cakes from the new grain and gave them to Jacob her son, to take them to Abraham his father, and from the first fruits of the land, that he might eat and bless the creator of all things before he died. So he wasn't dead yet.
So they're doing like a little flashback. So first they said this is all I told him before he died, but now I think they're gonna tell us the events leading up to it.
his death.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And notice that Isaac and Ishmael still saw each other, even though Ishmael moved away. So they cool. Yeah.
I wonder what happened.
And them children.
And Isaac, too, sent by hand of Jacob to Abraham a best thank offering that he might eat and drink. And he ate and drank and blessed Al-Elyon, who has created heaven and earth, who has made all the fat things of the earth and given them to the children of men, that they might eat and drink and bless their creator. And now I give thanks unto you, my Elohim, because you have caused me to see this day. Behold, I am 103 years, an old man and full of my days. And all my days have been unto me peace. The sword of the adversary has not overcome me in all that you have given me and my children all the days of my life until this day. My Elohim, may your mercy and your peace be upon your servant and upon the seed of his sons, that they may be to you a chosen nation and an inheritance from amongst all the nations of the earth, from henceforth unto all the days of the generation of the earth, unto all the ages. And he called Jacob and said, my son, Jacob. May the Elohim of all bless you and strengthen you to do righteousness and his will before you. And may he choose you and your seed, that ye may become a people for his inheritance according to his will always. And do you, my son Jacob, draw near and kiss me. And he drew near and kissed him. And he said, blessed be my son Jacob and all the sons of Al-Elyon unto all the ages. May Elohim give unto you a seed of righteousness, and some of your sons may he sanctify in the midst of the whole earth. May the nations serve you, and all the nations bow themselves before your seed. Be strong in the presence of men, and exercise authority over all the seed of Seth. Then your ways and the ways of your sons will be justified, so that they shall become a holy nation. May Al-Elyon give you all the blessings wherewith he has blessed me, and wherewith he blessed Noah and Adam. May they rest on the sacred head of your seed from generation to generation forever. And may he cleanse you from all unrighteousness and impurity, that you may be forgiven all the transgressions which you have committed ignorantly. And may he strengthen you and bless you, and may you inherit the whole earth. And may he renew his covenant with you, that you may be to him a nation for his inheritance for all ages, and that he may be to you and to your seed an Elohim in truth and righteousness throughout all the days of the earth. And do you, my son Jacob, remember my words and observe the commandments of Abraham, your father. Separate yourself from the nations and eat not with them, and do not according to their works, and become not their associate, for their works are unclean, and all their ways are a pollution and abomination and uncleanness. They offer their sacrifices to the dead, and they worship evil ruachs, and they eat over the graves, and all their works are vanity and nothingness. They have no heart to understand, and their eyes do not see what their works are, and how they err in saying to a piece of wood, you are my Elohim, and to a stone, you are my Adonai, and you are my deliverer. And they have no heart. And as for you, my son Jacob, may Al Elyon help you, and the Elohim of heaven bless you and remove you from their uncleanness and from all their error. Be you ware, my son Jacob, of taking a woman from any seed of the daughters of Canaan. For all his seed is to be rooted out of the earth. For owing to the transgression of Ham, Canaan erred, and all his seed shall be destroyed from off the earth, and all the remnant thereof. And none springing forth, and none springing from him shall be saved on the day of judgment. And as for all the worshipper of idols and the profane, there shall be no hope for them in the land of the living, and there shall be no remembrance of them on the earth, for they shall descend into Sheol, and into the place of condemnation shall go. As the children of Sodom were taken away from the earth, so will all those who worship idols be taken away. Fear not, my son Jacob, and be not dismayed, O son of Abraham. May Al Elyon guard you from destruction, and from all the paths of error may he deliver you. This house have I built for myself, that I might put my name upon it in the earth. It is given to you and to your seed forever, and it will be named the house of Abraham. It is given to you and to your seed forever. For you will build my house and establish my name before Elohim forever. Your seed and your name will stand throughout all generation of the earth. And he ceased commanding him and blessing him.
Okay. So you got Abraham on his dying bed. Isaac gives remembers Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Isaac gives Jacob things to take to his father, Abraham, because he knows he's dying. Jacob goes to Abraham. Abraham gives Jacob this blessing. Remember, it's Jacob and Esau.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Abraham basically gives him the you're next.
Gotcha.
Like, in you, this everything, all these promises, he tells them how to act.
Yes.
The blessing is on you. It's coming from your seed. Okay. Years later, you got Isaac telling Esau, go kill a deer, come back that I may bless you. Jacob and his little mama do all that little side stuff. You already got the blessing from Abraham. You didn't even need to do all that. He just gave him the whole blessing. He just told him, you the one.
But it still had to come from Isaac's mouth, though.
It came from Abraham's mouth.
I know, but the
blessing. I get
father.
it. No, I get it. But I'm saying, Yahuwah would have took care of it. You didn't have to.
Oh, even if he did it, yeah. Even if
because you already got it the first time.
Got you.
You already got you already know you the one. You ain't got to do all that. Because you already know you the one.
That's right, because he told you.
Yeah, you didn't have to be sneaky. And if it needs to come from Isaac's mouth, which it did, Yahuwah would have made sure it came from Isaac's mouth without you being sneaky.
Ooh.
I don't care what his mama said. I don't care what Isaac told Esau to do, go kill a thing and bring it back. It would not have worked. That's don't have to be sneaky. Absolutely. Yahuwah got a plan A.
And and that's it. That's
right. That's just the same thing as them.
Out.
That's the same thing as them having the baby, having Ishmael.
That's very true.
That blessing has already been passed down to Jacob. What you finna do? Isaac, undo it? No, you can't.
That's very
true. You
can't.
And I think even if he went to even try to bless Esau, it'll be just like Balaam. Yeah. The words ain't gonna come out your mouth.
Or on top of that, it would have been like a ram in the bush situation. Stop. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It could have been like, stop.
Yeah, stop. You know what's up. Yeah. You know who's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And Jacob, why are you being unhand? The blessing has already been passed to you.
Auntie Linda says, sorry, the Most High don't need no help. Mm-mm. You're right.
Abraham already gave him that full blessing.
Wow, I don't want to go
into it. You the one. You next in line.
That's so true.
You ain't got to be all sneaky. You really, really didn't need to be. And that's why you got in trouble later on.
I was just about to go into that. Yep, that's true. You really didn't.
Because you put your hands in it. And if truth be told, we know when we stuck our hands and stuff, down the line, we went through consequences we didn't even have to go through.
Like, dang, that wouldn't
if we would just stay with the plan. We ain't going to call it plan A. If we would have just stayed with the plan.
Hashtag covenant.
Just stay with the plan.
Commandments. Absolutely. And see, this reading is so good the second time around. I'm with you, Auntie. I'm with you. Wow, that's true. You would just, that's very true. Thank you for bringing that out.
It's the plan. This is the plan. This is what Yahuwah wants. And notice, Esau ain't there by Abraham's side. He didn't even go. He don't care about stuff like that. Esau ain't there. Esau ain't nowhere around. He can go see his grandpa.
Girl, he sure didn't.
He ain't there.
He is not present.
He out probably hunting somewhere, looking at some woman.
Making some good old venison soup.
Married Canaanite women.
Wow.
It was unnecessary. Wow. Yeah, needed, but Yahuwah was going to handle that situation.
Yeah, it was going to be what he said. Because his word don't come back void.
Don't come back void. He knew what he said. Just like he said with the baby. He said, yeah, I got Ishmael. Yeah. But he ain't the one.
Ain't the one.
You and Sarah still having a baby. My plan.
Let's keep our hands out of that stuff, okay? Let's not be sneaky.
Do this.
Yeah, just like, I ain't in it. Let's not, if the Most High told you something, go with that. Mm-hmm. Somebody else come with a plan B, be like, nah, bro, nah, sis. I'm going to stick with what he told me, what I know he told me. Because then, as we continue to read, you get in trouble. And his trouble ain't like this worldly trouble. His trouble be like, oh, man, I'm still in trouble?
Yeah.
At least when you get in trouble with your mama, it be over. You know what I'm saying? After that little spanking.
Yeah.
But the Most High spankings be long.
Yeah.
It be long. I'd be like, Father.
You be looking at like, man, why I do that way? Hey, and I'm telling you because this, like I was telling you, this is stuff I know. I always, in case this don't work, we're going to have another plan over here. Don't need it.
He said no.
Because you get the panic and working that other plan like Rebecca panicked.
Yep, and that's why she
did. Abraham already told her Jacob is the one. Yep. You didn't need to panic.
Maybe she thought that because he said, make sure that he's in my stead, that she felt like she needed to do that.
Yeah, maybe she did think that, but it's
because he said, because the responsibility, because my daddy told me, or my father-in-law told me to make sure he was.
But she didn't even have to be sneaky. She could have went to Isaac and said, look, you know Jacob's the one.
Yeah, she could have said that.
That might have been, well, we never know how it was going to turn out, but
because they already did it.
Whenever we stick our hands in Yahuwah's business, it get messy, and he's still going to have the plan.
Right.
We ain't messed up nothing.
And that's why we be walking around our wilderness for so long, because we've been sticking our hands in it. We're like, why are we still going through this?
And we could be chilling.
Because you won't go with the plan. You keep thinking it looks weird. It's unfamiliar to you. So you staying in what you know.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get you out, but you want to do what you want to do.
Yep.
Wow. Well.
Got the whole blessing right there.
Right there.
I'm listening to them. I'm like, wait, he got the blessing.
Wow. Well, let's get into it more, because he ain't done. Okay. Verse 27. And he blessed him with all his heart and said, Al Alyan, the Elohim of all and creator of all, who brought me forth from of the Kasdim, that he might give me this land to inherit it forever, and that I might establish a holy seed. Blessed be Al Alyan forever. And he blessed Jacob and said, my son, over whom with all my heart and my affection I rejoice, may your grace and your mercy be lifted up upon him and upon his seed always. And do not forsake him, nor set him at naught from henceforth unto the days of eternity. And may your eyes be open upon him and upon his seed, that you may guard him and bless him, and may sanctify him as a nation for your inheritance. And bless him with all your blessings from henceforth unto all the days of eternity. And renew your covenant and your grace with him and with his seed according to all your good pleasure unto all the generations of the earth. Ooh-wee. And he placed 2 fingers, I'm sure it wasn't a piece, and he placed 2 fingers, chapter 23, of Jacob on his eyes, and he blessed Elohim of Elohim. And he covered his face and stretched out his feet and slept the sleep of eternity, and was gathered to his fathers. And notwithstanding all this, Jacob was lying in his bosom, and knew not that Abraham, his father, was dead. Oh. And Jacob awoke from his sleep, and behold, Abraham was cold as ice. And he said, Father, Father. But there was none that spoke, and he knew that he was dead. And he arose from his bosom and ran and told Rebekah his mother. And Rebekah went to Isaac in the night and told him. And they went together, and Jacob with them. And the lamp was in his hand. And when they had gone in, they found Abraham lying dead. And Isaac fell on the face of his father, and wept and kissed him. And the voices were heard in the house of Abraham. And Ishmael, his son, arose and went to Abraham, his father, and wept over Abraham, his father, he and all the house of Abraham. And they wept with a great weeping. And his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the double cave near Sarah, his woman. And they wept for him 40 days. And all the men of his house, and Isaac and Ishmael, and all their sons, and all the sons of Keturah, in their places. And the days of weeping for Abraham were ended. And he lived 3 jubilees and 4 weeks of years, 175 years, and completed the days of his life, and being old and full of days. For the days of the forefathers of their life were 19 jubilees, and after the flood they began to grow less than 19 jubilees, and to decrease in jubilees, and to grow old quickly, and to be full of their days by reason of manifold tribulation, and the wickedness of their ways, and the exception of Abraham. For Abraham was perfect in all his deeds with Yahuwah, and well pleasing in righteousness all the days of his life. And behold, he did not want me to complete this reading, because we are far behind time, or over time.
You know what? I don't like you.
Such a sad, sad day.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Him
Grandpa
gone.
gone.
He slept the sleep of eternity. And I think this was like really sad because when you think you're just laying down on his chest and you think, you just
And then
taking
he
a nap
gone.
and
You wake up, he
and he's
gone.
gone. He's cold as ice.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, what a sad moment.
And it's a trip how they explain like these jubilees. Like he lived 3 jubilees, but he was saying before the flood, they lived 19 jubilees.
So
They
yeah,
remember they was old.
they were old. They were up
He
there.
said,
They
but
was
yeah,
ready to
I gotta take them out
what a
earlier
shortcoming because they got
because of
what?
that flood.
Yeah,
He's
Adam
like they
was
living too
900
long.
and something, and then he was only 175.
Yep.
That's a discount.
And I
Okay?
think Methuselah was the
Yeah, he was the oldest, right?
I think he was like 969, 960 something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Oh wow. She said, "Oh wow." She said that brought tears to my eyes when I first read it. Yes, it did. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Listen, I had a theme song playing in my head as I was reading it. A sad one. Sarah McLachlan. I don't know, but her song was in my. Maybe it was Titanic. Wherever you are.
Yeah, I don't know, Sarah. That two songs are from Titanic.
And you can see him. You can see him crying, right?
Yeah,
As
definitely
I'm saying,
crying.
Yeah, you get it. It was a sad scene, but the blessing is still here, y'all.
Yes.
The blessing is still here.
Yes. And I wonder what the whole eyes was. Like he put the fingers on.
That was the blessing.
Yeah, probably passing it on.
Yeah,
because he knew he was leaving, passing it on.
But Abraham did that to Jacob, right?
Yeah. Abraham did that to Jacob.
Yeah. Now listen, don't be trying to go for people's eyes thinking you got that same ability now. Don't be doing that.
Not the same.
Not saying. That ain't your lane, okay? Stay there. Stay where you
at. You poke somebody's eyes.
Exactly, trying to bless them. He didn't tell you to do that nonsense, okay? It ain't nonsense in here, but it's nonsense if you do. All right, listen. You almost made me fall. You almost made me fall off the bed with that clip. Listen. Oh man. Wow. So tomorrow, you guys, we're going to be back in chapter 23 on the 10th verse. Where's my little thing? Oh, we read some ways.
We did. We was all into it. That's why.
Listen, I was into character, okay? I'll be the narrator. We're gonna narrate this story. Well, our history.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow looks like we'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Don't be late. By don't be late, I mean we don't be late. But you know.
Y'all either.
Yeah.
Oh, just looking at something.
Oh, well, listen. I mean, I guess we do have to press the end straight.
Yeah, we do. Sorry, y'all.
Sorry. Bye, y'all.
Shalom.
Shalom. Make sure you understand the assignment, okay? Keep that commandment that he's talking about. Y'all related to him. They your people. They your people.